Have you ever watched any of my videos and asked yourself, why does this guy walk so much? I mean, they recommend 10,000 steps. Why is he doing 30? Why does he set a minimum at 24,000? What's up with that? Well, in this video, I'm going to dive into it. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I walk as much as I do. But before I start, I made a video earlier today. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. I was walking along the strip. I was talking about the power of no. You should really go check that video out. Gotten a lot of good feedback on it, and some people made some great realizations. All right, now into the video. So I've got 3 reasons. Well, I've got more than 3 reasons why I walk, but I'm going to give you 3 reasons. So number 1, I have a desire to get in shape, but I want to build it on the back of a principle of over time, not rushing it. So with the distance and running, right, it takes me about 18 minutes to walk a mile. Sometimes I do it faster depending on my pace, sometimes 16 minutes, but typically it's about 18 minutes. So it takes time. And if I'm doing 24,000 steps, that's 12 miles. So just for math purposes here, that's about 4 hours. So I'm committed to the time, and it's just a mental thing. But if I know that it's not going to happen quickly on my workout, then I won't expect it to happen all at the same time. Outside of that, like, I'm not in a rush. It doesn't matter. I'm just on a path to hit my goal. When will I hit it? When it happens. That's my idea. So, first reason, getting in shape. My second reason, I enjoy getting back to my circadian rhythm, which is essentially a pattern of getting up and going to sleep, kind of with the sun and the moon. It's not quite that closely correlated, but if you go to sleep at a certain time each day, you will likely wake up at a certain time each day. But for me, it goes a little bit deeper. I know that some people don't go to sleep until really late at night. And what I've found is, if you don't have enough activity during the day, you're not going to be tired at night. So then you're going to stay up a lot later than you probably should. You're definitely going to stay up later than you probably should. So it's important to me to make sure I expend enough energy throughout the day to where when 7:30, 8 o'clock comes around, I'm going to sleep. And it's a discipline thing. It takes time to do, but it's beneficial as you get older. I'm sure you have some older relatives that come by and, you know, they say hello, they give you your hug, and once they hit that couch, they're knocked out. They're tired. They've lived a long life. And I get that. Right now, I'm creating some building blocks to just have a little bit more energy in my older years. So this comes to the 3rd reason why I walk. And it's kind of a dual reason. I'll give you 3A and 3B. So 3A is I want to keep my mobility. I think that's really important. Like, what you work on now will help you when you're older. And when you realize that everything we do right now is for when we get older, then you'll understand why I'm so intentional about this. Like, you can mess around when you're younger, and then you pay for it when you're older. And I see it happen so many times. Like, I feel like we had bad examples growing up because our elders would tell us not to do something, but they wouldn't explain why we shouldn't do it. You know, one of the common things was save your money. Why? I made it, I'm going to spend it. And you find out later in life that you should have hung on to it and invested it, and then eventually it would pay you. But nobody ever said that to you. They just said save your money. And what do you do as a kid? You go against the grain. And then what happens when you get older? you have no money. So there's certain things and advice that we get from people, but we don't have an explanation for it. So we can't justify doing it. So we just don't do it, or we do the complete opposite thing. So that's my 3A. 3B, I take cues from other people. I have a good amount of older clients, and I go out of my way to talk to veterans, to talk to, if I'm rarely at the mall, but we'll just say when I'm at the airport. If there's an older person sitting down waiting for their flight, I'll go up and talk to them. I know old people like to talk, and I'm great at listening. And I'll ask them all kinds of questions. How's your health? They love that one. Where are you headed? How are things? A lot of people don't take the time to stop and talk to them, but I do. I'm genuinely interested because you can figure things out by asking people questions that have already been through the situation that you're on your way to. So if they have 20, 30, 40 years on me, and I can get some direction to make a right instead of a left, in the very near future, and it'll change the whole trajectory of my life, I'm gonna take it. And one of the things that I notice with older people is some older people have a hard time getting around. And I'll ask them, hey, looks like, it's a little hard getting up or whatnot. I'll just ask what happened. Hey, I'm curious what happened. Oh, I used to run, or I did flooring when I was a kid. For 10, 15 years, I was crawling around on the floor on my knees. I'm guilty of it, going through attics. I would crawl through attics and let my knees rest on the joists. And I know that's not good for your knees. So I have taken their experience and turned it around. I've had older people tell me, yeah, I used to run a lot when I was younger, and now my knees are all messed up. Now it's hard for me to go up and down the stairs. Now it's hard for me to walk long distances. It's hard for me to get from my car to inside the grocery store, or inside Walmart or Target or whatnot. So I take these cues and I make changes in my life. Kind of like how a pilot flies a plane. They just make small incremental changes until they're on course. And then they're on course and they're good, and then they land a plane. That's what I do. So, those are my 3 reasons why I walk. And remember, I'm making these videos right now to get reps in. I just want to remind you, sometimes I need to collect my thoughts, but I'm going to put this out there for you to watch, as well as for me to watch and learn from, because this is a constant learning experience, and I will be great at this. I can guarantee you that. It's just going to take a little bit of time. I've been staying consistent with posting every single day, and it's just small wins stacked up. It goes sobriety, waking up early, walking, and now YouTube. And I've got all this equipment. I busted it out. I got a new microphone, and I've just been recording my walks because I'm out here anyways. Why not press record? So if you found any type of value in this video, or you're thinking about walking to maybe have a little bit less energy at the end of the day, I'd like you to leave walk in the comments below. And if you have anything else to add to it, go ahead. I will respond to you. I've got a small following right now. I know that eventually I won't be able to respond, but right now I can, easily. So, with that, I will absolutely see you in the next video. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you watching. Bye for now.